What's going on, guys? John here from John's Fishing Channel. Thanks for tuning in. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, favorite this video, I'd appreciate that. It's evening in northern Wisconsin. It's kind of a cold day. The sun's just starting to peek through the clouds, and I thought I'd go out and hit the lake for about 2 hours of fishing it right before the sun comes down, and we'll see what we get ourselves into. Hopefully we can hook a big bass here and get it in the boat. But the water looks really good. Everything's starting to calm down. It's really flat. It's calm. It's about 68 degrees out and there's no wind, but I think it should be a really good time to get out and get some fish. Alright, so I'm actually using a Rapala Skitter popper. It's a topwater lure with a frog pattern. You can see I'm just kind of working it nice and slow out there. Oh, well, there's a fish. That wasn't very exciting or aggressive. But that's the second fish that I've actually caught on it. And it's a Rapala with some treble hooks here. So we're gonna get the pliers out to deal with this. Let you go. But here's the lure that I'm using. It's a neon green pattern. It's got a little plug here at the top. You just kind of jerk it along and it bloops along and the fish go crazy for it. Yeah, it's not very often that you get the opportunity to fish these topwater lures this early in the season, you know, frog patterns. But yesterday it was so warm and hot that the frogs actually, you know, they were going crazy last night. So it's a perfect time to use a frog pattern lure because the fish could have been up all night, you know, listening and hearing and seeing and eating frogs. And that'll carry over into the next couple days when the frogs really start to become active and get in the water and swim around. There we go. I was gonna say that would be just a beautiful shot right there. This guy's got a little bit more kick to him. All right, come on, fish. Yeah, that was actually a pretty lazy hit for the size of fish this is. I mean, it's not that big. It's the nicest one I've caught so far, though, on the top water for sure. Whoa! Surf's up, bro. Tell you what, though, it's really giving me confidence on the top water here to continue fishing because I know sooner or later a big fish will probably go after this. Oh, look at that! Oh, darn it! It's fiddling with the motor. Missed my strike. All right. Whoa! There we go. He came back and snatched it up 3 times. So you got some fight to you. Another good fish here. Yeah, and since the fish seem to be acting a little bit slow, you know, they're not really hitting it that aggressively. They're taking their time. You know, they're, you know, every 10, 12 casts I get a hit or something like that. I'm working the lure just a little slower than I normally would. You know, and another bait that I would try right now if this started not to work is a crippled killer, which is a torpedo bait. There we go. There's one. Not very big, but he wanted it. This fish got a lot of fight in them, though, I can tell you that. They're definitely fired up. Another beautiful specimen of a northern Wisconsin largemouth bass. That's what's cool too about fishing in different places. Different places have different, you know, types of fish. Like, yeah, I'm not familiar with their specific names of species and stuff like that. But in California, the bass are just kind of like bright green with dark tiger stripes, and they look really cool and they're pretty dark. And here, they're really just like a light green, and you know they have a really solid pattern. And I mean, it's just kind of cool. And they're shaped different. You know, they all act just a little bit different, because they grow up in different habitats and different environments, and they kind of just adapt to wherever they need to live a little bit differently. All right, woohoo! Got my first bite. I switched over to rubber worm. Yeah, the wind picked up just a little bit, and I don't know, it kind of dropped off. I didn't catch anything for 10 or 15 minutes, so I switched over to a rubber worm. Oh boy. And I got this little guy. Stop on flapping, keep on flapping, Mississippi bass going flappity. But yeah, I'm just kind of sitting out here in 4 to 5 feet of water. There's bass beds all around me throughout this whole bay. You know, I'm just doing a slow retrieve. There we go. Got another fish. 2 fish in a row. Oh no. Ah, man, that was a little bit nicer one. Alright guys, so this concludes another episode of John's Fishing Channel fishing video. We were fishing largemouth bass in northern Wisconsin this week using topwater Rapala skitter popper and neon frog pattern, as well as fishing some bass with a rubber worm. But I'm going to head in. The temperature's dropped off a little bit. It's dropped down to about 62, 63 degrees, and it's just a little bit colder right now, so I think the fishing has kind of dropped off. But I'm going to go ahead and call it a day and head in, get some dinner, you know, watch a movie, wake up early, and get back to it.